The streets have never seen anything like this. Forget rap beef, forget reality show drama. What just went down outside that dimly lit parking lot between Remy Ma? Claressa Shields and Papoose is being called one of the most explosive celebrity clashes of all time. Eyewitnesses say it started with shouting, but within seconds, chaos erupted. And now the whole internet is buzzing about one word: attack. Yes, you heard that right. Reports are pouring in that Remy Ma physically confronted Claressa Shields in a shocking showdown that has everyone gasping for air. And if you think this is just gossip, think again. Leaked audio, grainy cell phone clips, and insider texts from crew members who were right there are painting a picture so wild. Feels like a movie. But here's where it gets even crazier. Papoose was caught right in the middle, torn between his longtime wife and the woman who has been accusing him of betrayal for weeks. Some say he tried to stop it. Others claim he fueled it. And now? Fans are asking the question no one thought they'd ever have to. Is this the end of Remy Ma's reputation? Or the beginning of Claressa Shields' most dangerous feud yet? The parking lot may be empty now, but the echoes of that fight are still shaking the culture. Brace yourself, because what you're about to hear will change everything you thought you knew. It all began like any other night in New York City. The cameras had stopped rolling, the cast had begun to drift away, and the crew was wrapping up equipment in the glow of flickering streetlights. But just when everyone thought the drama had died down, storm was brewing in the shadows of that cracked concrete parking lot. This wasn't staged, it wasn't scripted, it was raw, it was messy, and it was caught by more than one cell phone camera. The fight nobody thought could ever happen, happened. And the fallout is already tearing apart the hip-hop and reality TV worlds. Witnesses say Claressa Shields was standing near a black SUV, scrolling through her phone when Papoose walked over. His body language told the whole story. Nervous, tense, his hands moving too much as he spoke. Claressa didn't look impressed. She shook her head, waved him off, and at one point raised her voice so loud that people across the lot turned their heads. "You ruined everything," she shouted, her voice cutting through the night air. "You played with me, and now everybody knows it." The crowd that lingered after filming froze. What was supposed to be just another wrap-up night had instantly turned into a spectacle. But the real shock came seconds later. A car door slammed so hard it echoed. Out stepped Remy Ma, sunglasses on, hood pulled tight, fury written across her face. And without hesitation, she marched straight toward Claressa. The tension was so thick it felt like the whole parking lot held its breath. Remy's voice carried like thunder. "Keep my husband's name out your mouth," she screamed, jabbing her finger into the air as she closed the distance. Claressa didn't back down. She squared her shoulders and shot back. "Your husband ruined my life. He told me lies. He made me believe." Before she could finish, Remy lunged forward. People rushed to intervene, but it was too late. The clash had ignited. Shoving, yelling, phones flying in every direction as witnesses scrambled to record what they knew would be the biggest moment of the season. Maybe of the entire Love and Hip Hop legacy. Insiders claim the audio that's now circulating online, the one fueling hashtags like hashtag Remy vs CLARESSA and hashtag PAPOOSE drama, was actually captured from a crew mic that someone forgot to cut. And the words on that tape, they're brutal. You can hear Remy screaming, "Don't play with my family." You can hear Claressa shouting back, "He already did. He played both of us." And then the sound of chaos, footsteps, people yelling, "Stop," and one sharp crack that fans swear was a slap echoing off the car window. But that's only the surface, because behind this explosive moment lies months of betrayal, accusations, and secret receipts that nobody was ready for. Leaked DMs allegedly show conversations between Claressa and Papoose that date back months, full of late-night confessions, promises, and cryptic references to keeping it low. One particularly damning message that surfaced just hours after the parking lot incident read, I know she'll find out one day, but right now, you're the only piece I got. If those words really came from Papoose, then everything Remy screamed in that lot was built on a foundation of betrayal she had no idea existed. The internet went wild the second the first clip leaked. Fans on Twitter posted frame-by-frame breakdowns of the confrontation, zooming in on Claressa's face when Remy lunged, analyzing whether Papoose really tried to stop the fight or if he just froze in shock. One user wrote, "This is WWE evil drama, but the pain in Jim's sick eyes is too real. That man is broken." Another said, "Remy is done. Attacking Claressa. That's career suicide." Meanwhile, Claressa's supporters flooded Instagram with posts calling her the only one brave enough to expose the truth. And yet, not everyone is siding with Claressa. Some fans argue that she crossed a line by confronting Papoose in public, knowing full well it would humiliate Remy. Others are asking whether Claressa leaked the DMs herself to push the narrative. Screenshots of group texts between cast members show people warning each other not to get caught in the crossfire and to let the two of them destroy each other on their own. But here's the kicker. Multiple insiders are now whispering that producers knew something was coming. That's right. Some crew members are alleging that whispers about a possible parking lot fight had already circulated hours before it happened. One anonymous staffer reportedly said, "We were told to keep the cameras rolling even after the wrap." That's not normal. They knew something big was about to go down. If that's true, then this wasn't just a spontaneous explosion of emotions. The hashtags #ShoulderTouch and #GentleGate began trending within hours. One fan wrote, "That wasn't a breakup fight. That was a love triangle exposing itself in real time." Another said, "Remy didn't just attack Claressa out of jealousy. She saw Papoose's true feelings and lost it." Suddenly, the narrative shifted. This wasn't just Remy defending her marriage. This was Remy realizing she wasn't the only one Papoose was protecting. Insider leaks added even more fuel to the fire. One anonymous crew member claimed Remy stormed into the production office after the fight, demanding to know why cameras hadn't been cut. She allegedly screamed, "Y'all want to make me look crazy while he out here making her feel safe?" The statement hit social media like a bomb. Fans began accusing producers of setting Remy up, staging the confrontation to expose Papoose's divided loyalties. But the leaks didn't stop there. Hours later, screenshots of a supposed text conversation between Claressa and Papoose surfaced. In one of the messages, Claressa allegedly wrote, "You said you'd protect me when it blew up. You can't back out now." And Papoose's alleged response, "I'm not backing out. I just need time to handle her." The internet went nuclear. If true, these texts didn't just prove a secret relationship. They confirmed a full-blown betrayal that Remy never saw coming. Twitter wars erupted instantly. Claressa's supporters flooded timelines with posts calling her the victim turned warrior, saying she had every right to confront Papoose. Remy's fans clapped back just as hard, accusing Claressa of plotting on a married man and demanding she leave Remy's family alone. The chaos reached a fever pitch when a fan uploaded an edit of the fight set to dramatic music, splicing in the leaked texts, the shoulder touch and Remy's scream, captioned, "The moment Remy realized." Within hours, the clip had millions of views, and then came the meltdown. Remy Ma went live on Instagram. Her hair was still tied up, her voice shaking, but her words were sharp like knives. "I see how y'all trying to spin this. I see how the internet loves painting me like the villain. But let me make this clear. Ain't no woman alive gonna stand in front of me and claim my husband while I'm breathing. I don't care if she got gold medals, belts, trophies. She ain't got what I got, and that's history with my man." The comments section exploded. Some fans cheered her strength. Others accused her of deflection, saying her rage was only proving Claressa's point. But the most shocking moment of the live wasn't her rant. It was what happened at the end. A voice in the background, faint but audible, asked, "You, sure, you want to do this right now?" Fans swear the voice belonged to Papoose, and the fact that he was even in the room while she ranted about Claressa sent the internet into full-blown hysteria. Was he siding with Remy? Or was he monitoring her to make sure she didn't reveal too much? Meanwhile, Claressa wasn't staying silent. Just hours later, she dropped her own bombshell post, a picture of her training gloves with the caption, "I fight in the ring, but some battles come to you." The comments were flooded with fans begging her to drop the full receipts and tell the world what Papoose really said. One verified blue-check user even commented, "We all know who he touched softer. Drop the tapes, champ." Behind the scenes, producers were panicking. According to insiders, meetings stretched late into the night as execs debated whether to air the full parking lot footage in the next season. One producer reportedly argued, "This is bigger than ratings. This is a cultural moment." Another allegedly pushed back, warning, "If we air this, we'll end marriages, careers, everything. It isn't just TV anymore, it's people's lives." But for the network, that was exactly the point. Because in the world of love and hip-hop, pain sells. And while producers scrambled, celebrity reactions poured in. Cardi B tweeted, "Y'all better stop playing with Remy. She don't play 'bout Pap. But this whole situation crazy." Nicki Minaj fans immediately spun her words as shade, pointing out that she didn't mention Claressa at all. Meanwhile, 50 Cent posted a meme of himself eating popcorn with the caption, "This better than pay-per-view." Even boxing legends chimed in, with one anonymous fighter quoted as saying, "If Claressa takes Remy one-on-one, my money's on Claressa every time." The lines between hip-hop, sports, and reality TV blurred into one giant firestorm. But just when fans thought it couldn't get messier, another recording leaked. This time, it wasn't a mic left on. It was a voice note Claressa allegedly sent to a friend, and in it, she said, "He told me she was the one holding him back. He told me if I gave him time, he'd make me the one." The voice was unmistakable, and it cracked the internet in half. Authentic? This wasn't just flirting or emotional cheating. This was Papoose allegedly planning a future with Claressa behind Remy's back. The fallout was instant. Blogs lit up with headlines like, "Papoose, two-timing scandal exposed and Claressa wasn't lying. The receipts are coming." Instagram lives turned into roundtable discussions with fans dissecting every word, every sigh, every pause in the leaked voice note. And Remy? Her silence after the leak was deafening. For hours, she posted nothing, said nothing. But insiders claim she smashed her phone during an argument with Papoose that same night. By the next morning, paparazzi photos showed Remy leaving her home with no ring on her finger. Fans zoomed in, screenshotted, and spread the images like wildfire. "She's done with him," one post declared. But others speculated it was just strategy, that Remy was letting the world think she was finished, only to come back swinging harder. And now, the world waits. Claressa's supporters demand she release the full stash of receipts she hinted at in her cryptic IG posts. Remy's fans are bracing for another explosive live, and Papoose, still silent, still missing from social media, his every move tracked. Like a man caught between two collapsing worlds. But the cliffhanger that has everyone losing their minds is this. Insiders say there's one final piece of footage, a clip not just of the fight, not just of the shoulder touch, but of what happened immediately after. According to those who've seen it, the ending shows Claressa whispering something directly into Papoose's ear. Remy sees it, she explodes, and what happens next? That's the footage producers are holding hostage for now. And if that final clip ever drops, it won't just be the biggest scandal of the year. It will be the betrayal heard around the world. The world woke up to chaos. By sunrise, blogs, podcasts, and even mainstream outlets weren't just reporting on the Remy Ma and Claressa Shields parking lot showdown. They were dissecting it like it was the Zapruder film, CNN ran a lower ticker calling it the hip-hop confrontation that broke the internet. TMZ had vans parked outside both Remy's and Claressa's houses. And Twitter was basically the front lines of World War III. Fans had drawn their battle lines. On one side were hashtag Team Remy supporters calling Claressa a homewrecker and praising Remy for standing 10 toes down in the face of betrayal. On the other side were hashtag Team CLARESSA fans arguing she was the true victim, claiming she was manipulated by Papoose and then thrown to the wolves when the truth started spilling out. And right in the middle of the chaos, Papoose, silent, nowhere, to be found like a man watching his empire crumble from a hidden bunker. But things only got more explosive when industry insiders started weighing in. According to one alleged leak from a producer on the scene, the fight wasn't random. It was the breaking point after weeks of tension. You think that parking lot moment just happened? The source claimed. There were heated arguments, off-camera Ms. flying back and forth, and meetings where Papoose was literally begging production not to air certain footage. That revelation sent the fandom into meltdown. Because if Pap was really begging producers to hold things back, what exactly was on those tapes? Then came the next bombshell. Love and hip-hop producers weren't just sitting back. They were allegedly pushing for a full sit-down episode with Remy, Papoose, and Claressa, one explosive reunion special to cash in on the chaos. Insiders claimed VH1 dangled nearly $500,000 on the table for a one-on-one confrontation. And rumor has it, both Remy and Claressa said yes. Papoose still undecided, which meant the possibility of the three of them in one room, cameras rolling, rehashing the fight was suddenly very, very real. Meanwhile, the parking lot footage continued to circulate in fragments. Every few hours, a new snippet leaked. A different angle, a blurred voice clip. Fans were piecing it together like detectives. And in one shocking frame, you can clearly see Claressa whispering something directly into Papoose's ear just before Remy lunged. Nobody knows exactly what she said, but lip readers are already claiming the words were, "She can't stop this." That's true. It paints the entire fight in a different light. Not as a random explosion, but as a deliberate declaration. Social media didn't slow down either. Viral spaces on Twitter hosted by bloggers had tens of thousands of people listening in as fans screamed over each other, debating who was really to blame. TikTok edits popped up by the minute, setting the footage to dramatic soundtracks with captions like, "The day Remy snapped and Pap chose wrong." Even celebrities got dragged into it. Cardi B hopped on live again, this time trying to calm things down, saying, "Y'all gotta chill. They family, ain't no win in this for nobody." But her comments only poured gasoline on the fire, with fans accusing her of taking sides. But the real stunner came when Mama Jones, Jim Jones' mother, chimed in. Out of nowhere, she appeared on a live stream, ranting about how Remy was letting her marriage become a circus. "This what happens when you let these young girls in your space," she said, thinly veiling shade at Claressa. She want fame, and Pap giving it to her. Within minutes, clips of Mama Jones were viral too, adding yet another explosive personality to the feud. And then came the meltdown nobody saw coming. Late at night, Claressa Shields went live. Normally cool, usually measured, she broke down on camera, tears streaking her face. She shouted at trolls, filling her comments with snake emojis. "Y'all don't know what I've been through. You think I wanted this? You think I asked for this? He came to me, he told me things that made me believe him. He made promises he never should have made. And now I'm the villain. Nah, I ain't gonna be quiet no more. Y'all want the truth? Got it. And I'll burn everything down before I let them make me look crazy." The internet froze. Was she threatening to release more proof? Screenshots? More voice notes? Did she have footage that hadn't leaked yet? Whatever it was, her words turned the scandal into a ticking time bomb. Blogs began speculating that Claressa had been sitting on a stash of evidence all along, and that if pushed, she'd let it all out by the following morning. Hollywood Unlocked published an exclusive alleging they'd heard portions of another audio clip, this one supposedly of Papoose saying, "Remy, don't get me no more. She don't see me, you see me." If real, that clip would single-handedly confirm everything Claressa was implying. Fans started tweeting #drop the audio, demanding Claressa leak it herself. Remy's fanbase countered with #keep it in the ring, mocking Claressa for turning her real life into a sideshow, but Remy wasn't done either. Hours later, she posted a cryptic photo, her hand, middle finger up, diamond ring back on her finger, with a caption, "Wife." That's it. That's the post. The comment section went ballistic. Was she back with Pap? Was she staking her claim publicly to humiliate Claressa? Or was it just a power move to keep control of the narrative? Behind the scenes, though, insiders whispered something darker. Allegedly, Papoose wasn't sleeping at home. He was staying at a hotel in Manhattan, dodging paparazzi and ignoring calls. According to one crew member, he's stuck between two women, and for the first time, it looks like he might actually lose them both. And here's where the cliffhanger hits, like a train. A final leak dropped, and it wasn't video, wasn't audio. It was a text screenshot allegedly from a producer's group chat. In it, one line stood out. "We can't stop this anymore. Claressa already threatened to drop the footage herself if we cut her out. Remy says she'd quit if we air it. K. And Pap just walked off set. This show's about to implode." That's right. The very show that built this scandal might be torn apart by it, cast members divided, producers panicking, fans foaming at the mouth for more, and Remy, Claressa, and Papoose, each holding their silence like loaded weapons, ready to fire the moment one of them moves first. So here we are. Parking lot fight has spiraled into one of the biggest scandals in love and hip-hop history. Friendships fractured, marriages on the edge, gold medalists dragged into the mess, and an entire fan base split down the middle. But the question the world can't stop asking is this: what was whispered into Papoose's ear that night? It a confession, a promise, a threat? Whatever it was, it set off a chain reaction that might never be undone. And when the next piece of footage drops, because make no mistake, there will be another leak, it won't just shake the internet. It will rewrite everything we thought we knew about loyalty, betrayal, and the cost of love in the spotlight. Because in the end, this isn't just a fight in a parking lot. It's a war for truth. Nobody walks away from war without scars. And there you have it, the story that refuses to stay buried. A parking lot brawl turned into a cultural earthquake, and now the entire love and hip-hop universe is hanging by a thread. But let me make this crystal clear. This is not the end. Every hour, new clips surface. Every day, another insider whispers. And every second, this drama spins deeper into a place none of them may ever escape from. So here's the question, are you ready for what's next? Because if you thought this was wild, trust me, the next leak is going to change everything. Will Claressa finally unleash the receipts she hinted at? Will Remy double down and go for blood? Or will Papoose himself finally break his silence and reveal who he really stands with? These aren't just questions, they are the kind of cliffhangers that keep the whole internet glued, waiting for the next explosion. That's why you can't afford to just click away. Tap that like button right now. Drop your thoughts in the comments, because your take could be the one that goes viral. And most importantly, smash that subscribe button with notifications on. You don't want to be the last to know when the next bombshell drops. Because in this war of love, loyalty, and betrayal, the next chapter isn't just coming. It's already on the way. Stay locked in.